Dave's Waffle House. What are you doing, man? Hey, you're a member for 10 months. I appreciate it. How are you doing? You part of the Super Dave team, man. I was going to play some music. I'm not ready. I don't even have
Power on.
I don't even have a video to
Bluetooth
play.
pairing. Bluetooth connected.
I need some intro videos like you, man. What's going on? I'm still a little sick, y'all. Yeah, I don't know. I hear this 5G is really overwhelming a lot of people too. But I didn't really want to talk about that today. What's going on? Hello, Dwayne. Daily Events Worldwide. How are you doing, man? What is going on? Josephine Halley, good morning. Hope you're enjoying that Super Dave mug over there. I've been giving away. Everybody become a member. We'll put you in the drawing. I'll do at least one more. Let me see if I can get a little bit of copyright-free music going up so I don't get a claim or whatever these things are you call them. Yeah, copyright-free music, y'all. Look it up. But anyway, let's get a little crowd in. Hello, Miss Creek Mary. You was live today. What's going on? Long time no see. Daily events. Do. We might talk about do today a little bit. You love the mug. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, do. We're going to talk about do. A little bit, anyway. If y'all don't know I've been sick, pray for me a little bit, y'all. I need to get back to work, too, and I don't even know if I'm going to have the strength to go back. I don't know if I'm going to have the strength to do this live stream, but I'm going to do my best. You goofing off? Yeah, I saw you playing stuff earlier. Creek Mary. A lot of the community around here, when it comes to that, what's his name? That dude you had on. We're like, man, that dude. I'm not really, crazy, about that dude. I keep forgetting his name. But anyway, hello, Daryl Calhoun. How y'all doing? Let me show you something here. I believe I got it. Yeah, I believe I got some stuff going on. Not a whole lot. Stream may not last real long today. Hello, Caviar Gaming. How are you doing, man? It's been a while you've been over here. What's going on? Where you been? You got to show up to be blue, man. Hello, Ryan S. How's everybody today? Good to have y'all. Daryl Calhoun. Text me and let me know stuff, man. That's why I connected to you, okay? Hello, Michael Joshua Lewis. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from somewhere around this beautiful realm, y'all. We live in a matrix, I believe, Been talking a little bit about it. Michael Joshua Lewis, all the way in Australia. Super Dave is worldwide, y'all. John Boy's a member for 2 months. Are you on your lunch break, John Boy? Hello, Ryan. You at the homestead, man. Ryan's in North Carolina. Good to see you, Ryan. Good to see you, John Boy. Everybody, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Come in and hit that thumbs up, y'all. Yeah, let me get you a little snippet here or something. You talk a little bit about it. I just don't have a lot of information. Information is vital, We need it. We need information, good information. This is like posted an hour ago. It's like, here we go again. A chicken farm in Texas with 12 million chickens destroyed by a fire. Hello, Rebecca. Surrender to Christ. We have no other choice, do we? We better surrender. Thank y'all. Annika, hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. Great to see everyone. Josephine Halley, great to see you. Caviar Gaming and John Boy and Daryl Calhoun, all of you. Let me go ahead and turn you blue, Miss Rebecca. In case you don't know that, I guess it says a chicken farm destroyed in Texas. Here we go again. A chicken farm in Texas with 12 million chickens destroyed by fire. This was put up like an hour ago. Yeah, it's an attack on our food and our resources, everything, you know. Just a little snippet there. I wanted to, in case you didn't know, got to get back to work later. Appreciate it, John Boy. Let me turn you blue, Miss Rebecca. I believe, yeah, I did. Thank you. Them bastards keep burning stuff. Yeah, they do. In case you don't know about them Texas wildfires, y'all. Yeah, there was like somebody yesterday, like, you know, about these dew weapons and stuff. Let me go ahead and turn the volume down on that. Let's pause this. If I can keep my system up and running today. If I can. Let's see what's going on here. That was pretty much on that one. I'm going to screw something up here in a minute, y'all. I don't know why it keeps. All right, let's go to another one I got. Yeah, let's go to another one over here somewhere I got. I'm losing it. Here I go. That's what they do to me. They help me lose it. Yeah, this guy here made a lot of sense. If I can get anything to work today. Just the way it is. Time I go live. This guy here, he made a lot of sense. The massive fires in Texas seems heavily connected to Maui and Chile. Watch this little video with me, y'all. I don't know if you've seen this, heard anything about it, but this guy, he's makes a lot of sense. If I can stay live.
There's a massive fire happening currently in Texas, specifically Amarillo, with over 500,000 acres being burned and 0% of the fires being contained at this moment. And as you can see from another scene, herds of cows have been seen running all over Amarillo, Texas, away from this fire as well. Over 20 miles, including over the Panhandle, looking exactly like this. That's not what I want to show you, okay? I want to open everybody's eyes just a little bit more. Because this is the second largest wildfire in Texas history. And it just so happens to be, like I stated, 0% contained, okay? So stay with me here. Now I'm going to be showing you a map as to where they assume that the wildfires are going to be spreading in the next day or two. Like I stated, as you can clearly see here, the wildfires are now spreading into the Panhandle. Now that's kind of weird because it kind of looks like this map. Do you know what this map is? This just so happens to be the SMART map that was planned for him.
Listen, this is vital right here. This has been planned, I believe, since 2010. SMART city that's been planned for Amarillo, Texas. Up in that Panhandle, right where these fires are happening. This dude here on Twitter has dug it up.
Amarillo, Texas, with the manufacturing logistics district being built right off the east side of Amarillo, Texas, into the Panhandle. That's kind of ironic, isn't it? Yeah, I'd say not really, as you consider the fact that they named Amarillo as the #1 under-the-market Texas housing market. We have an existing Amarillo Comprehensive Plan, which was completed in 2010, and there's a state law that requires the cities need to have an updated comprehensive plan, she said. And so City Plan Vision 2045 is an update to the 2010 plan. You know what other city just so happened to have that same exact 2045 plan? Oh yeah, Viña del Mar in Chile. It just so happens to look like this after the wildfires a couple months ago. Oh, and let's not forget how they stated the city of Amarillo is blazing a new trail in Texas as the first major city to marry the power of the private sector with funding from the American Rescue Plan to drive deployment of high-speed, high-security internet connections throughout our community. This was just posted on an article from September, okay? As you can see, through a standard transparent procurement process, we recently awarded AT&T. AT&T and a whole bunch of phone companies just had a major power outage in the United States. Wait a minute, one of those locations just so happened to be Amarillo, Texas. Weird, right? An experienced and proven broadband provider, the contract to make internet connections available throughout our city. This was done with a $20 million plus investment from AT&T. And this is the first project on such a large scale in Texas, and we are proud to be leading the way and setting an example for other cities and local governments. Oh, in Amarillo, we considered several options for making the most of these dollars before choosing to engage in a public-private partnership, a solution that will allow us to leverage federal dollars and private sector funds. Oh, but we are also unique in that Amarillo has a significant refugee population. According to the Refugee Language Project, 12,000 refugees, 25 different nations, by the way, have settled in Amarillo, and 59% of this population are enrolled in English as a second language program. You said, what? And what's really ironic about Viña del Mar is they just so happened to announce that Viña del Mar was supposed to be the first implemented SNART city headquarters. The Chile's government might or might not have deleted that completely from their website, which is ironic because I have a screenshot, so what the fuck are you going to hide anyway? Plus the fact that I still have my Chile video up about the wildfires. So if you really want proof, you can just go to that video. It's fucking pathetic, man. Everybody just blames global warming in these times. What if I told you to think outside the box and think of different possibilities? What's the quickest way to obtain private land? Well, you make it turn into a slab. That way you can rebuild with absolutely no cost being involved. We as humanity do not deserve to strive upon this beautiful green earth. We deserve to have technology completely eradicated from our existence and have a reset. Because we as humanity and our supposed leaders assume that we're so superior. And assume that we as humanity cannot be shaken off like fucking fleas. I'm just saying, you and me can be part of a new change, a new kingdom of humanity being created, as to where we live balanced lives with nature, equally cherishing what we have around us, what this beautiful green nature can provide for us outside of pharmaceutical companies. There are so many methods of natural healing where we refuse to face their existence. I mean, has nobody realized the fact that we've become mindless consumers, pushing capitalism so fucking far that we question nothing around us, including the fact that we have to pay thousands of fucking dollars just to traverse this beautiful round? Wake up, humanity, because whether or not you want a change to come, it is going to come, and that change can be a positive or negative one. It's up to you. But I refuse to watch this beautiful round burn, especially behind the facade of a veil of lies in which they've created to deceive you. Focus on what's right, and that's unifying ourselves in these moments before these new age plans are finally implemented in our supposed leaders and favors.
Good afternoon, Miss Blanche. Good evening, good afternoon, Griff. Everyone, thank you for coming in. I was just touching on these so-called wildfires. Yeah, that video there was, this guy had dug up information, about a SMART city, by 2045. For Amarillo. This is my video from about these DEW weapons that we touched on yesterday that I really didn't discuss. Everybody's seen stuff like this, I know. Yeah, do weapons. Thank you very much, everyone. Yep. I don't have a big presentation today. Just a few extra little things I found. This guy here, he finds a lot of stuff. His Patrick Humphrey. And what he has found recently is at the same time that these fires were started in Texas, is now the military and the National Guard are ordered to be grounded, like even in rescue missions and all that. So I'm going to play like half of this. I know some of you probably watch him. I watch him quite a bit.
This is big breaking emergency news. We are now seeing a nationwide stand down of U.S. military aircraft inside the United States. This is what's being announced. Army aircraft and National Guard aircraft are being affected by this right now. We're having a nationwide stand down. Flights are being grounded, and the Pentagon is issuing a warning, and top generals are warning as well, right? So this is very serious for our country. We've also lost multiple U.S. service members in the past few weeks as well, multiple National Guard members, and this is due to aircraft mishaps and aircrafts crashing domestically inside the U.S. with National Guard members, and they are worried that there is potentially a security risk or a safety risk that could be going on with our nation's helicopters and our nation's aircraft. All right, so this is very serious. We also have lots of big breaking news coming out of Texas right now. This is now the second largest fire in Texas history. There are mass evacuations going on. There are major power outages in northern Texas, okay? And the military is not going to be able to respond to this. The National Guard is not going to be able to respond to this with their helicopters, which are critical for this fire. So something's going on. This is crazy that this is happening at the same time. The second biggest supposedly wildfire fire in Texas history, all right? It's overnight, it's doubling in size, all right? This thing is massive, and I was covering it earlier today. But this is critical because the National Guard, they cannot respond with their helicopters and with their planes to have aerial supports and water support for these major fires right now. Nationwide, the National Guard, their flights are being grounded. There's a nationwide stand down. So this is huge that this is happening. The timing of this is terrible. And this could be something bigger. This could be some kind of compromise inside of our security for our aircraft in the United States. All right, major issue. And they are worried that this is affecting the Army as well, because the National Guard is a part of the Army, and they have grounded certain Army flights as well. So let's get into this news here. And really quick, please hit it up for me down there. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, keeping you guys updated on what's going on, this big news in our country. But you can see here, this is the headline. It says, Army National Guard directs aviation stand down to review safety procedures after deadly crash. It says the director of the Army National Guard.
That's pretty much it on that story. It sure is. I just want to let everybody know that at the same time, you know, I smell a rat, y'all. At the same time, these fires brew up in Texas. This one dude, he finds information about SMART cities and all that from 2010 or something like that. Yeah. All this has already been planned, you know. We covered a little bit about do weapons and all that. Here's this picture here is kind of interested me about this. The skies over the Texas Panhandle are engulfed in an apocalyptic orange glow caused by the Smokehouse Creek fire. Now, the second largest wildfire in Texas history it has already scorched over 850,000 acres of land. Well, as of yesterday, this time, it was 500,000 acres. So, yeah, now it's even more from overnight. So, yeah, we're circling back to the orange smoke. Ammonium nitrate strikes again. Are we referring to the 30 tons that were stolen from the train on the California-Washington, Wyoming border last July? This distinctive orange hue. Dues involved is the question, similar to incidents in eastern Canada and the U.S. East Coast, So, yeah, this orange hue, where is it coming from? Is it from the smoke itself? Are they burning this stuff as they drop it, ammonium? Just curiosity, killed the cat a lot here. So, yeah. Should Texas have the authority to prosecute illegal immigrants? Well, they're not going to. So, yeah, this orange hue. Oregon looks like hell. And know all about the orange glow from climate arsonist wildfires. When it comes to this orange hue, in our atmosphere, it's pretty much common sense that it's poisonous air. You can't breathe that air. Let me come back to the chat a little bit and get caught up. I appreciate y'all coming in. As I said when I started, it wouldn't be that long of a live stream. I just wanted to touch bases and cover a little bit, bring out what we would consider to be evidence. If there's paperwork about this National Guard helicopters that can't help people and smart city, paperwork from the past and all this, signs of DEW weapons and the acreage just burning up. I mean, so fast, like in 48 hours. How, I'm still asking that question from yesterday. How does 500,000 acres, and a lot of this wasn't even trees, a lot of grass I could see, was burning, but a lot of this is homes and farms and cars, things like that that's just burn up, y'all. Yeah, let me get into the chat here a little bit. Hello, thank you for sharing the truth, brother. Well, thank you, Laura K, for coming here. Appreciate you sharing the truth with me. We're going in its really rough time, I believe, 2024. People talk about the eclipse and what's to come after that, and Nineveh, 8 cities and all that. If you hadn't done your research, we'll talk about it later on as the time approaches, to mark the end of something and the beginning of something at the same time. And numbers are affected with this Illuminati and this New World Order and all this. I see it for the first time that all this. I was watching this channel yesterday. It was very interesting, good information. But this guy kept saying all this is spiritual. We're not going to see it on the ground. It is spiritual. And it is physical at the same time being manifested. I mean, I don't know if y'all understand the way I'm trying to put it. I hadn't really thought it through, but I was like, all this is in our face, even with these, say the Super Bowl halftime show and all this. It's really there more now, more than ever. And I'm really starting to see it. It's like, I don't know if it's really the end times, but it is biblical stuff coming to pass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, y'all? Hello, Flat Earth. Handy, how are you? How did I pin that? I don't even know, y'all, but thank you. Hello, Joey. Let me go ahead and turn you blue. It is. It's all manifesting. It's if you have the God in your heart, it's an exciting time. You can pray. You can live through. You know, it's not an exciting time for people that won't really accept the real truth, you know, and want to live forever is where I'm going. But for people that believe in God and have Jesus in their heart, it's such an exciting time to watch the manifestations coming from the Bible and Revelations and the times that's been talked about from our parents and our grandparents. They wish they didn't know about an eclipse at this time and these signs and wonders and the stars and the heavens, the moon. You know, at the same time, the eclipse, there's going to be a comet, you know, called the devil comet and stuff. You know, what's really going to happen? I mean, X marks the spot and all this stuff, you know, it makes people wonder. And people's going to be gathered in that center point where that X is. I tell you what, if the government wanted to do something then, it'd be a lot of people. But it's just, you're over here, you're getting my opinion, the way I see things. Not everybody see things exactly the way I do, and I understand that. What comes to me is maybe a little different than what comes to you. And I just want to talk a little bit. Hello, Max. We got Max in the house. The devil's advocates have come out of the dark corners of our world without reservation. That is definitely for sure. But it's like now, I mean, it's so much, the signs, and I mean, it's in front of us. You open a book, you open a newspaper, you turn the news on, cut a movie on from Hollywood. It's all so blatant. It's all so in front of us. I mean, if you really ponder and think and wonder, you know, you'll see it. It's like, really, it's happening in front of our faces now. Like 30 years ago, it wasn't so, you know, revelationary to us, or to me anyway. I mean, I just went through life and experienced whatever I was experiencing at the time, trying to raise a family and all that, work a job or whatever. But these days, if you take the time and you pray and ask God to show you these things, it is in front of us. Whether if it be something coming from the government, just like these Texas fires, it's pretty obvious that this is on purpose. All right, let me go ahead and look around for one more thing before I end the live stream. I said it wouldn't be that long. Amen. I got amen at the top. How did I do that? Hello, Filipino Raquel TV. Good to have you. Laura K., thank you for coming in. I just wanted to share my message today. You know, I could play something from yesterday I was watching. I don't want to invade, you know, the channel without permission and play all that. But this guy, he woke me up, you know. I was like, man, it's not only spiritual. This is a war down to us on the ground also. This is a time after this eclipse. Let me go ahead and get to that point. The end of something, the beginning of something. It's like a war is happening, okay? We all know there is a war on the ground, a spiritual war. It's kind of like, what's his name died the other day. I did a little live stream about him. I forget so quick, y'all. I'm on medicine and stuff too. Yeah, this higher up with all this money and everything. They called him a harlot. The heir of the harlot and all the money and the business time that's going to leave behind, that time. And we're going to come into another time where we have to choose good over evil as a majority of the people. That if, if everyone don't, because the majority, we have frequency and power together, we stand together. And if a lot of us would stand together, that we can have good to kill out the evil instead of moving into the next phase of where this new world order wants to take us. Either we're going to be slaves into the new world order and have to give in to all that, or either we're going to proclaim freedom and fight for our freedom. I don't mean physically or whatever. I mean, we could fight through prayer. We can fight through standing together, standing strong. But the time I see it, I don't proclaim to be prophet or anything, but it's plain in front of me. The time is almost here. Which way are we going to go for the next 500 years, let's say? Are we going to be slaves, like into the Israelites that was lost into the wilderness for 40 years? Are we going to be like that? Are we going to be free and choose our own path and keep from being dominated? Just me, y'all. What you see is what you get. I'm not trying to move into another phase or try to grow myself, here on YouTube or anything like that. It's in a great awakening. We are to awake everybody that we can awake. Not to go, these thresholds, these brain chips, the mark of the beast, these things that will be, what will hold us back. Not to go with the new world order. We all know that. But the devil uses deceitment, he deceives us in many ways. He deceives a lot of people. We can't allow the devil to deceive us. That God is the way, the truth, and the life through his son, Jesus Christ. That's the way, and pull together and be strong together as a people, as a nation, because either America is going to be like a third world country and we're going to be slaves in it, or we're going to progress and move forward and grow our lives, our families. Well, Super Dave, what about all these? There are many threats. Russia is threatening us now. There are migrants from all over the world. There are many threats. The food, we're running out. We're running low. Inflation. All this is part of the tyranny. And we've allowed it to catch up and just dominate us. As a people, we're going to have to find a new way into the next, not only revolution, but the next part of our freedom. Is everybody still here? I'm not here to preach or teach or anything. I just feel like I'm enlightened, and I know God is with us, and we're going to get through all this. Laura Kay, thank you, Daryl Calhoun. Yeah. You have to embolden yourselves, you know. Prayer will embolden you. When you pray and your things are changing for the better, I know I run people out of here. I'm sorry. But it's true. And I can't let it go. Who would I be if I never mentioned God and what He's done for me in my life and the things I know that God can change for all of us into the future? I don't worry about these numbers 666 and 33. There's something I don't really talk a whole lot about. I mean, is these numbers like that. I do know they exist, and I know if you give them power, you know, by talking about them, you're giving them power. I want to be on the other side of that because God's power is way, way more stronger than any number 666 or number 33 or any other number you want to come up with, you know? You never run me out of here. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know I could have a bigger crowd by not talking about God, but He really does exist. He will change your life. He'll come into your heart. You can pray and situations in your life will change. They may not change on the flip side immediately. I get it. I know that. When I see news like this out here, the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, has signed a bill to allow release of the Jeffrey Epstein grand jury documents. That doesn't even interest me. I don't care about the documents. I care about if people's lives and children, you know, like on the Epstein Island and all that. These government people that's all involved in all that crap. Their day is coming. That's where I find my power, you know, is through God. He's going to decide it all. And these people with this new world order and all these things and these fires, their day is coming. Their judgment is coming. Look at all these people just suddenly dying. And these people with names, actors, sports players. We know the reason, the cause, and all that. God's got a plan. We don't always know what God's plan is. All right, let me look at one other thing before I go. I keep saying that, y'all. I didn't want to get in anybody else's live streams, you know. People that going live at 3 and 3:30, it's all good. You go live when you want to. And so can I, but I just like to keep mine short and sweet. Put my message out there, you know, pretty much. Don't want to keep going in circles and repeating the same thing and all that. So there was something else I could have came live and done and talked and laughed and sang and done all kind of fool stuff again. But this very message is really important because the next phase that we move into is going to be decided by us. It is. It's going to be decided by us. We have to decide whether if we're going to be slaves for the system or if we're going to break free. And we're going to have to do that in many ways. We're going to have to come up with our own monetary system, our own ways of farming. We're going to have to live off grid probably, because you're going to have your social credit score and all these things that's going to, is your arm stamped with approval? Do you have the mark of the beast on your forehead? See, these are things that you really don't want, because once you go with the mark of the beast, you're doomed forever. Well, Super Dave, will God forgive me? God will forgive you for anything. But the mark of the beast is something that will secure and hold you in to the beast's worldly system. Hello, suspicious guys. Good to have y'all. I'm just over here ranting. I showed a few points about the Texas fire. New chicken house going down with 12 million chickens. There's proof of smart city that was drawn up just like in Maui. All this is part of the plan. I appreciate y'all coming in. I pretty much exhausted my thoughts. I'm sweating. I need to go lay down. Eat me some lunch. I just wanted my message out there because I can see it. It's plain as day now. It's in front of us. It's everywhere. Did you see it? I saw a video. Let me see. I don't think y'all want to go yet, but y'all might not like this video. It's kind of like in this video, like what I'm talking about. Even though it doesn't all relate to the same thing, but can you see it is the question. Let me find this video and see if you can see what I'm seeing. If I can't find it, then so be it. All right, let me try to find it here. I know I got it. I'm kind of breathing heavy right now, y'all. Excuse me, I ate something a while ago. All right, let me see if I can find it, though. In case y'all don't know, I got 900,000 views achievement, it says. So, yeah, that's a great achievement. I appreciate all of you that's helped me do that. I don't come on here for, me to be famous or anything. It's finally, even my great awakening is happening, and it's really a celebration of my. I know this may bore y'all, but it may not. So I'm going to just play this. It's my question to you. Can you see it? And that's all I'm going to do is use this as an example. Can you see it? The question is, are you watching closely? I don't think I'm on the 5G or something. Let me see. This thing's got a mind of its own. 60 years of Donald Trump predictive programming. Have you heard of that one? The truth has always been hidden in plain sight. The question is, are you watching closely? This is what I'm using as an example. Because if you're watching closely, you will see over the last 60 years the things, just like a lot of us can see, it takes people to point it out sometimes. It could fly right by your face and head just that quick. I get it. And you'd be like, I did not see that. It's like 15 minutes long, but there's a lot of examples like, are you watching? Did you see it? Predictive programming over the last 60 years.
I bring you a message few of you will be able to believe, a message of great importance, a message I alone was able to read in the fires of the universe. But be not afraid, my friends. I also bring you the means with which to save yourselves. Save us from what? From the end of the world, friend. Which I don't expect you to believe. Tell me something, what's going on in this town anyway? Did your mayor die or what?
World's coming to an end.
How's that?
Midnight tonight, the whole caboodle's gonna burn up.
Where'd you get that?
Fella back there.
With the one with the hat on?
Other one.
He says the world is going to come to an end.
Midnight tonight.
Where's he from?
Drove in this morning. Wagon out front.
Got a name?
Trump.
I bet it fits. Yeah, I heard. Your name is Trump? Dr. Walter Trump. I am the only one. Trust me. I can build a wall around your homes that nothing will penetrate. And I'm here to tell you.
Please note, Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check them.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! This is what you were supposed to look like. They predicted you'd look like at 47 years old. And I have to say, they have you like a young Donald Trump. It looked like it's...
It does not look like Donald Trump.
Yeah, it does. There is a Donald Trumpiness to it.
Huge!
It was a sting operation. I was
I'm
setting
sorry.
them up.
Read my
No,
facts.
please, no, I cannot be fired. I'm fired. Ah. Watch where you're going. Freeze. With that friend. Back.
Hi, this is Daniel Clamp. You know, no visit to New York is complete without a tour of the world's most fully automated office building. Mike Clamp, premier Regency Trade Center and Retail Concourse, headquarters of Clamp Enterprises, and home of CCM, Clamp Cable Network Television.
The death of Mr. Wayne removes the last obstacle to developer Daniel Clamp's long-delayed Chinatown project. This quaint little shop which once housed many rare objects from the Orient, must now make way for the future. Daniel Clamp style.
The Clamp Premier Regency Office Center, where one man's dream became a reality. I hope you enjoyed today's tour, and don't forget, pick up your copy of Mr. Clamp's best-selling book, I Took Manhattan, on sale right here at our newsstand for only $19.95.
Hey, that's Clamp. Let's go.
Mr. Clamp, is it true the building's been evacuated?
Sir, is the building on fire? No, that's a false alarm. We've just got some problems.
Problems? You got a guy in there in a Dracula costume broadcasting stuff with little green monsters. Are you trying to panic New York City?
Absolutely not.
So the monsters are real?
I didn't say that.
Then what are you saying?
Just what I always say, Mike.
Sergeant Turley! In the last 5 minutes, a volume calls in here. What the hell is going on?
Stop. Let me explain. For the rest of the day, we're supposed to handle the department's communication.
What do you mean, handle?
They're shutting down the police van. All calls will be coming through this switchboard.
And I'm gonna marry Donald Trump.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
We're broke.
The country is broke? How can that be?
Well, remember when the last administration decided to invest in our nation's children? Big mistake.
The Balanced Breakfast program just created a generation of ultra-strong super criminals.
And Midnight Basketball taught them to function without sleep.
What about my pledge to build the world's largest bookmobile? Isn't there any money left for that?
No, and we borrowed from every country in the world.
Days. 6 hours. 42 minutes. 12 seconds. That is when the world will end.
Want to bring to the presidency out of the White House beginning in January of 1989. Panama is a friendly country.
So what do you think of my Trump Home mattress collection by Serta? Finally, the same luxury and comfort I demand in my hotels.
Oh, they'll never count sheep again.
Listen, why don't you come work for me?
What do you have in mind?
Something you were born to do.
Welcome to Room 9.
Looking good, number 9. Looking good.
Where's your dignity?
Save now on this Trump Home Luxury Suites mattress during the Serta Luxury Suite Savings event, now through Labor Day.
This is a little long.
Ah, here it is. Instructions to fit in, have everybody like you, and always be happy. Step 1, breathe. Okay, got that one down. Step 2, greet the day, smile, and say, good morning. Step 3, exercise. Jumping jacks, hit them. 1, 2, 3. I am so pumped up. Step 4, shower. And always be sure to keep the soap out of your hair. In your face. Comb your hair. Wear clothes. Almost forgot that one. No, not that. Wrong. And that's it, check. Step 9, eat a complete breakfast with all the special people in your life.
5 more minutes.
Hey, Planty, what do you want to do this morning? Watch TV? Me too. Hi, I'm President Business, president of the Octane Corporation.
Octane equals 8. 10 equals 8. Signs were everywhere over the last 60 years.
And the world. Let's take extra care to follow the instructions or you'll be put to sleep. And don't forget Taco Tuesday is coming next week. That's the day every rule-following citizen gets a free taco and my love.
It's no longer called Election Day. It's called Taco Tuesday. Twitter is using Taco Tuesday to remind Trump it's Election Day.
Have a great day, everybody. You have a great day, too, President Business. Man, he's such a cool guy. I always want to hear more of what... Wait, did he say put to sleep?
Okay, all the people of the universe were once free to travel and mingle and build whatever they wanted. But President Business was confused by all the chaos. So he erected walls between the worlds and became obsessed with order and perfection. And he stole a mysterious secret super weapon called the Kraken. And he hired Bad Cop to hunt down all the master builders who were always changing everything. And those of us who remained, well, we went into hiding, built the tunnels to survive.
It means I don't believe you. Why else would you show up with that thing on your back just 3 days before President Business is going to use the crackle to end the world?
And this is Donald Trump, 33 years old. And some people think that he wants to buy the World Trade Center, the 110-story Manhattan skyscraper that anyone can pick up if they've got the coins.
Hey, that's Clem. Let's go.
Mr. Clamp, is it true the building's been evacuated?
Sir, is the building on fire? No, that's a false alarm. We've just got some problems.
Trump has said quite seriously that he's a good enough bargainer to negotiate a nuclear disarmament treaty with the Russians.
I really am convinced we're in danger of the sort of terrorist attacks that will make the bombing of the 1993 Trade Center look like kids playing with firecrackers.
Donald Trump is on the line. I mean, we know him as the man behind lots of real estate in Manhattan. And of course, Donald, I understand you were actually a witness to what happened this morning.
Well, I have a window that looks directly at the World Trade Center, and I saw this huge explosion. I was with a group of people, and I really couldn't even believe it. I mean, you look at Larry Silverstein, who's a terrific owner in New York and a very good friend of mine who I just called. I was very worried about him because I assumed maybe he was in the building. He took possession of the building 1 week ago.
How much money has been lost in the attack?
I would say $15 to $20 billion. You're talking billions and billions of dollars, and it's irreparable. But I really feel that the location is such and the importance of the monument is such that we have to rebuild. And again, not necessarily in the form of the two towers, but something has to be done that's very big and very majestic.
We went after Iraq. They did not knock down the World Trade Center, okay? It wasn't the Iraqis that knocked down the World Trade Center. We went after Iraq. We decimated the country. Iran's taken over, okay. But it wasn't the Iraqis. You will find out who really knocked down the World Trade Center because they have papers in there that are very secret. You may find it's the Saudis, okay? But you will find out.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who makes a mix for you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets up next to you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Hello, Scott Severini. Thank you. Please hit that thumbs up, y'all. Hello, Blind Straight. I talked a little bit about Texas, the DEW weapons and all these things. Don't allow the system to suck you in. I could be a targeted individual, y'all. I don't make a living doing this. I'm exposing that I am awakening also, you know? Being able to see the signs, the future, the words that the Bible talks about these days. Keep your eyes and your ears open, y'all. Because there's a lot to come still. I don't think we've seen anything yet. Just my opinion. YouTube, I'm just trying to have fun, okay? Disclaimer, YouTube. I'm just trying to have fun, okay? God bless everybody, y'all. Wake up. Smell the coffee. Look up. The chemtrails are above. They're changing the atmosphere. There's many things. I don't have to show all the proof. If you wake yourself up, you will start to see what is going on. God bless you all.